Shalom Israel, first giving all praise to you. How about Shemi Awashai? I'm back with another video. And this video I'm gonna be coming out of James chapter 4. Yeah, let's get right into it. James chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "From whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence, even of your lust that war in your members?" Your members are your body parts. You know, the fight, it's the spirit v flesh, basically. All right, actually, I'm gonna get a precept for that. Go ahead, get a precept. Galatians chapter 5, I think it was verse 16. Galatians 5 and 16 and 17, actually. Okay, Galatians 5, starting verse 16. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would." I'm reading verse 18 too. "But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law." Law of Moses. The law of Moses was carnal. Okay? The law of liberty is all spiritual. Alright? But that's another video. I'm coming out of James 4, so there's gonna be some law of liberty up in there, of course. Alright, so where was I? Actually, I'll start off with verse 1, James 4 and 1. It says, "From whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence, even of your lust that war in your members? Ye lust and have not. Ye kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. Ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lust." I'm going to stop right there. When it says you ask amiss, I mean you ask the Most High to give you something based off your own lust. Okay? To do something amiss is to... Actually, I'm going to get the definition of it. I need to start writing these things. I need to start writing this shit down. Man. Amiss. Go to the... And I don't know if I said this before, but you guys should definitely get this app. It's called Etam Online. I hope y'all can see that. Etam Online. Yeah. Very good app. It, root definitions, basically. Like the definition of words, like from way back in like the earliest centuries type shit. Like the original definitions of words. The Blue Letter Bible is a very good app too. Highly recommend it. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the word amiss. Amiss. Off the mark. Out of order. Salah. Away from the correct or expected course. So you're asking for stuff for the wrong reason, basically. And the Most High knows. So you're not going to give it to you. Okay? Verse 4. "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with power? Whosoever therefore will be afraid of the world, a friend of the world, is an enemy of power." I'm going to get a precept. What, Romans, I believe it was chapter 8. Yeah. Romans chapter 8, starting at verse 6. It says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." Okay. Verse 7. "Because the carnal mind is an enmity against power. For it is not subject to the law of power, neither indeed can be." Now I'm going to get the definition of the word enmity. All right. Okay, enmity. Hostile feeling. Yeah. Hostile feeling, rivalry, malice, internal conflict. A state of deep-seated ill will. Okay. So I'm going to read that again. "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is an enmity with power?" You can't be, in this world and be in the scriptures. You can't know this truth, but still, want to live like a 2/3. It's not gonna work. Okay, just like Galatians 5 and 17 said, the flesh and the spirit are contrary to each other. Okay. Let me finish that. Verse 4 said, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is an enmity with power? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of power." Simple. All right. Do ye think that the scripture saith in vain, the spirit dwelleth in us lust to envy? Come on now. But he giveth more grace. Wherefore he said, power resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Submit yourselves therefore to power. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Okay. Now I'm gonna get the definition of the word devil, because a lot of Christians and a lot of won't do us would make it seem like, he's talking about that Paul is actually like talking about the actual devil. Now I'm gonna show y'all exactly what the devil means. Okay. All right. Okay. Here's the devil. Well, devil, and noun. A devil, a subordinate and evil spirit affecting humans. All right. Go down. Get another definition. Okay. Now another one. It says an evil supernatural being. A word used in explanations of confusion. All right. So now the devil can be anything. Okay. I'm gonna give it a few examples. You have you have some wicked thoughts. It's the devil. Um, you lusting for sex. It's the devil. You lusting for drugs. Anything you do that's wicked for the wrong reasons is the devil. The evil, wicked thoughts you have in your head, that's just the devil. Okay? You have to ignore them. When you get evil thoughts, and this is a trick that I learned, when you get evil thoughts, just laugh at them. Okay? Because the devil can't touch you unless you allow him. The devil wants you to fuck up. He wants you to do certain shit. Okay? Even though this your body, your body is gonna lust because it's the flesh. Alright? Your spirit is battling against that. And it's up to you with your integrity, the scriptures, to resist the devil. Alright? Verse 8, it says, draw nigh to power, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Verse 9, be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the law, and judgeth the law. But if thou judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law, but a judge. Verse 12 said, there is one lawgiver who is able to save and to destroy. Who art thou that judgest another? I actually have a precept for that. I want to say it was Ecclesiasticus. I'm sure it is Ecclesiasticus. Yeah, it was Ecclesiasticus. Alright. Ecclesiasticus chapter. Actually, no, that's not the right one. I'm gonna go back to the other one I just had. Damn, I closed it. Let me go back. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, twig. Alright, go back to it. Alright, so this is Ecclesiasticus, verse 7, and starting at verse 6. It says, "Seek not to be a judge, being not able to take away iniquity, lest at any time thou fear the person of the mighty, and lay a stumbling block in the way of thy uprightness." All right, so when you trying to judge, you gotta remember something. Like, yeah, we're gonna be rulers and judges, but you gotta realize, like, who's the ultimate judge. You know, it's like the scriptures say, don't fear the one that can only kill the body, and not the soul, but fear him that can kill both body and soul. There's only one that humbleth and exalteth, and that's Yahweh. Okay, that's the Most High. All right. So basically, what Ecclesiasticus 7 and 6 is saying, know your place. Yeah, we're gonna be judging the rulers. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and 2. But still gotta know your place. Don't be so quick and hasty to judge somebody. Alright. I got a precept for that. Ecclesiasticus 11, verse 7. This is one of my favorite verses, bro. I swear. Ecclesiasticus 11 and 7 says, "Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first, then rebuke." Okay. Now I'm gonna go back to James 4. Get back to the center of this video. What was I? Verse 12. I'm gonna read verse 12. It said, "There is one lawgiver who is able to save and to destroy. Who art thou that judgest another? Verse 13. Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year, and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away." All right, don't say what you're gonna be doing tomorrow, because you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, bro. All right, I got another precept. Matthew chapter 6. Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. All right, it says, "Take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof." All right. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, yeah. So basically, in Matthew 6:34, it's basically saying, like, worry about what's going on at hand and during that day. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about what's happening 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, 5 months, 6 months from now. You feel me? We don't know the time nor the day, so we don't know what's gonna happen with anything. All right, just focus on what's on your plate for the day. All right, that's why it says, "Sufficient of the day is the evil thereof." The shit you got going on today is enough for the day. Don't worry about tomorrow. Let tomorrow worry about itself. All right. Now we'll go back to James chapter 4, verse 14. "Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or do that." Everything that you're doing, everything that you're allowed to do is the Most High's will. It's always His plan at the end of the day. He allows you to do certain things. He allows certain things to happen. All right, verse 15. It says, "For that ye ought to say," Salah. Verse 6. Actually, I'll read verse 15 again. "For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. But now you rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin." I'm gonna go ahead and get another. Let me get a New Living Translation for that. James chapter 4, going all the way down to verse 16. Otherwise, you are. Actually, I'm going to go to 15. What you ought to say is, if the Lord wants us to, we will live and do this or do that. Otherwise, you are boasting about your own pretentious plans, and all such boasting is evil. Ego. Remember, it is a sin to know what you ought to do and then not to do it. Salah. Remember, it is sin to know what you ought to do and then not do it. I can't get more clear than that. All right. Once again, I hope you guys are edified. Definitely finna be punching out more videos. You know, life is it's really speeding up. You know, just like the scriptures say, for our sake, the days have been shortened. You know, for the elect's sake, the days shall be shortened. Everybody think everything finna go back to normal. They keep talking about this, you feel me? You dig? They keep talking about that shit. I know it's gonna get to a point in time my OG gonna start saying shit, She already on demon time. Niggas came back from the real mitzvah. She done changed the locks on the garage, but she still ain't stopping shit. Fuck you talking about? I'm still gonna break bread. Still gonna make these videos. Still gonna cool it with the ox. You feel me? It ain't stopping nothing. And that's for any 2/3, any won't do it, any Christian. Yeah, you ain't stopping shit, bro. Romans 3:3. For what if some do not believe this? That make the power of the Most High without effect. God forbid. Let power be true and every man a fucking liar. Giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Shalom, family.